Hey, thanks for coming back to the channel. This is a subject that everybody should be able to use, and it's about we say it in this ComSec or communication security, and this has to do with your cell phone and what happens if someone, anyone, it doesn't matter who, but mostly law enforcement, whether it's border patrol, customs, your local officer friendly, whoever today, in a lot of places, if you get pulled over or whatever, and the cop says, "Hand me your phone," you have to hand them your phone, right? When they say, and they look at it and they go, "Oh, it's," and they say, "Unlock the phone," and they present it to you, because they know that it's the first thing they'll do is try facial recognition, right? Because they hand your phone, and that's a trick they get. They get your phone and then they turn it against you, and now your phone is unlocked, right? Or they'll tell you, put your fingerprint on it and use that kind of unlocking. What I'm going to show you is how to avoid all of that and tell them, sorry, you don't get jack from me. And because of the other two, you have to do that because that's not protected by the Fourth Amendment. That's not considered a search. Putting it up to your face is not a search. Asking you to touch your phone is not, it's not a search. And that has been affirmed at the Supreme Court level. So how do you stop people that you consider to be unauthorized from getting access to your phone without you having to do crazy stuff? Well, we all got excited about end-to-end encryption and all that kind of stuff recently in the last couple months. And I've taken countermeasures. So everything I do now is encrypted end-to-end. And I use WhatsApp to do that, just so you know what I use. There's other things, but I used to use Signal, but I don't know a lot of people that do. So I use WhatsApp. Now, in the cell phone, back when the fiasco with Apple and they went through all this stuff, how do I unlock the phone? And Apple kept saying, no, we can't. We're not going to help you. That was the California Muslim terror people. Well, it's still hard. And with WhatsApp, I don't care if they put a gun to the CEO's head. Anything that's been encrypted by WhatsApp, I don't care what the NSA says they have, they're not getting into that. Just not, at least not at any time that would be useful for anyone on their side. So what do? Well, what the government did, because they were pissed. So they went to the tech companies, and Elon Musk was one of them, right? Went to the tech company and said, we will not accept this. We will fuck you up if you don't find a way for us to jailbreak this stuff that you guys put in there. Because once it's encrypted, it's encrypted. There ain't nothing going to do it. So what did the cell phone companies do? What did they do? They created this thing inside the software in the phone called client-side scanning, which means the information is scanned by the phone prior to encryption. So everything you see on your phone, everything you see, hear, and move as information is now open to being captured. And that is the thing that they've done, that the cell phone companies have done, and nobody's told us that. But the government is happy because now they think they have a way to just bully people. Unfortunately, we're smarter than the government, and we now have countermeasures that I'm going to share with you for avoiding client-side scanning inside your phone. And I love it. And you'll be protected by the Fourth Amendment from unreasonable search and seizure. Fourth Amendment. So here's what you do. Take notes, because it might be different for your different carriers, whether you're Android or Apple, right? The physical phone and how it's positioned in the software might not be the same. It's not the same for every phone, but it is a feature that you need to have. So what you want to do is have a button when your phone opens up. It's a button on your phone along with the other icons you might have prior to the phone opening that says lock phone, not unlock phone, lock phone. Now, if you hit that instantly, the only way that phone can be accessed is if a code from your brain is input into the phone. That's the only way to get to your phone. Now, the cop's going to be pissed because you get to say, I'm sorry, I'm not opening my phone. You got it. I gave it to you. And I know you tried that facial recognition bullshit, but no, I'm not opening my phone for you. Well, if you don't, we're going to do bad things. Fine. I got time. Did you just come on shift? Or are you trying to get off shift so you can go to the bar and drink with your buddies? Because I got all day. So have at it. I got all day. And if you have not suspected me of some kind of imminent crime or crime that just committed, man, it's going to be way too much fun dealing with you. So no, I'm not giving you my phone. Hook me up. And I'm calling the press and a bunch of other people. There's going to be photos of this one, right? Because you got my phone. I can't take it. How do you do that? Well, you go inside your phone into the settings and you look for lock phone. Lock phone. And it will show up as an additional icon on your startup. Great peace of mind. Because it happens instantly. I mean, you do, boom. If you see the red and blue lights, just get your phone, hit the unlock thing, and now you're good to go. So that's how you defeat law enforcement wherever they are. And keep this in mind. The Border Patrol and Customs have been absolute assholes because they have jurisdiction. I don't know if you know this or not. And they have been the most egregious in violating this. But Border Patrol, from wherever their headquarters is in the region, they have jurisdiction for 100 miles from that. What does that mean? Well, the entire state of Florida is under the jurisdiction of Border Patrol if they wanted to get frisky. And the governor wouldn't have shit to say about it. That's how weird that is. If you live close to a lake and you have Coast Guard or anybody like that dealing with this, 100 miles from there, they can stop you anytime for any reason to check your ID. They're not the regular cops. They can stop you for any reason, and to check your identity. So keep that in mind. But it still works. Lock phone. Lock phone. Let me know what you think. I was excited when I found out about this. Anyway, lock phone. You have any questions, message me. As always, wherever you can, whenever you can, however you can. Carry on.